get into it.
And what form these two teams are in, Hercules, it's been incredible the way Team BDS took to the pitch after Team Vitality yesterday utterly destroyed Grid Serve Resolve. So our statistician Direct, he was sending some stats about Zen, and he said that he is currently in this tournament #1 in goals, #1 in score, #2 in assists, top 6 in saves, top 1 in shots, #5 in demos, #2 in shot percentage, and 7 in goal participation. This is someone who's never seen anyone in all of the top 10s before, so extraordinary performances from Vitality so far. BDS, though, a different proposition.
Yeah, it's definitely been a different story on the likes of BDS. They had a rough qualifier, at least probably in the eyes of their fans and themselves, right? They had to go to round 5 in the Swiss, which almost feels unheard of for this team. But as the weekend progressed, it was sheer progress. So now you're in this battle of, it's a peak Vitality almost, right? They're on their way back. They're looking like them old selves. But BDS, they're just on a climb. And this is just another challenge in their way.
Yeah, BDS will be looking forward, relishing the opportunity to stop all these conversations about Team Vitality being as good as they were at the end of last year, because this was the fellow World Championship Grand Finalists in Team BDS. Vitality beat the men, and so far they're beating them today as Radosin draws first blood.
Well, if he's just going to keep on adding points to the demos, that demo there from Zen just cleared open that net. Easy shot there for Vitality, and they have the early game lead, which is huge, especially against a team like BDS, right? BDS can't falter at all in this semifinal because not only is there a lot riding on themselves, but they got the KC fans going against them.
Oh, for sure, yeah. All of the teams below that top 4 will be praying that BDS aren't able to take this one. They'll want Vitality just to rush ahead. But equally, you're right. The KC fans will be hoping that Vitality aren't that sort of team that everyone fears, because they want it to be their team. But you can see why Team Vitality have everyone in their crosshairs right now. The infield passes have been perfect for them. And the pre-jumps. And I wonder what you think, do you agree with what Johnny said, that one team could run away with this one based on how much momentum they both currently have?
Oh, I absolutely agree. And I think right now BDS is just trying to slow down Vitality's momentum, because that first 2 minutes really looked like Vitality's game. This might have been enough to slow it down for a few short moments, but I think off kickoff, we'll have our answer. Can BDS keep up with Vitality? Because right now, it seems like Vitality's just 2 steps ahead.
Not too much to go on the history of this one. Interestingly, this is only the second time these two teams have faced each other this season, and the last one was won by Team BDS. It was in the Swiss last time around, so they all have some hope to bring with them to this this beautiful map, this beautiful series. And equally, the fact they've got that equalizer will fuel them with even more belief. Team BDS, a team that when they start to believe in themselves can cause damage to anyone. Vitality, they've been playing the best Rocket League so far this tournament. Zen goes forward yet again, wants to add another one to the score of goals that he's scored so far. Monkey Moon nips in there quickly. Charlie's coming in. Alpha has to do some defending.
I like these quick challenges from BDS too, but also just the preparation to not let Vitality catch them off guard as far as defense goes. Drawley up. Gonna take a shot. Alpha, though. Still same old Alpha, keeping everything out of their net. Tied game as we approach second half of this one. It's an attempt to find Monkey Moon off the backboard, way high and wide. And here comes Vitality back into their half off the backboard, but great read from Exotic.
Yeah, just Alpha making everything look simple. Not an easy skill, the in and out save, or the squishy save if you prefer. But Alpha makes it look like something you do every single day without making a mistake. Zen now is on the backboard. A demo comes in from Alpha as he rotates out, so Zen has a little bit of space to play with. Monkey Moon up quickly as ever, and I think as ever for Team BDS, Monkey Moon may well be the key in this one, Hercules.
I absolutely agree. I think if Monkey Moon's able to pop off, this turns into a whole other game, and with a great example of that was what we saw in the Swiss round, right? When Monkey Moon started to kind of peak up a little bit, that's where momentum started to get driven for this squad. But I think Vitality's well aware of that fact, so they're doing everything in their power to just kind of slow him down right now. But Drawley, big clear upfield. Zen slows this one down off the backboard. It's a big demo on this one. Double demo sends him back. It's traded. Radosin, clear counter. Going back, you got just over a minute left. It's still a tight game. Here's an opportunity, but Drawley takes it away.
Priority number 1 for Team BDS was to make sure Vitality didn't start at that million-mile-per-hour they were at yesterday. Slow things down, make them work for their goals. It's been achieved. Now can they achieve step 2, which is get that third goal that's all that's separating these two teams. As Exotic takes a touch, Alpha onto the back wall. Monkey Moon just fakes things out there. Zen is nudged out the way by Exotic, so Dryly can come in with not much boost until he picks up that 100. Monkey Moon following up. It's more questions being asked of Vitality's defense, and so far defensively they've been pretty solid against BDS.
They have. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from this team right now, to be honest, but these next 30 seconds or so is where I feel like Vitality's definitely going to ramp things up. I don't think they don't want to be taken to OT by BDS in any shape or form. And we're going to see it here. Zen, low on boost, pops this one up over to Alpha.
Here we go.
It's the free jumps we were looking for, but they're not quite turning into what they want. It's another shot. This one gets sent, and Dryly back out into the mid.
Yeah, decent defending there from Dryly to send that one forwards, and now here he is causing more havoc in Vitality's half. Exotic sends that one up for himself. Alpha steaming in. Monkey Moon gets a double tap here. Does he accept the overtime? I think he does. He puts it into space, and we are starting off with some tension in OT.
I like it. Off kickoff. It's going to be BDS in Vitality's half. This one gets floated down. Dryly, no boost on it. Monkey Moon trying to finish. He's got enough space off the backward. He can float in if Exotic could do it, but he can't. And pressure's not going to stop on this one. 15 seconds in. It's a reset to keep it going forward. 2 players to keep this one out, and it does.
A couple of times, Team BDS have almost managed to squeak through that Vitality defense, but one save too many as far as BDS are concerned for Vitality. And Dryly has to get the attack going again. Zen steaming in though. Speed from Zen. Exotic for a second. It looked like he'd fallen behind the play there, but just about managed to recover. And now he and Dryly can combine to get this ball away. It does seem to me like Vitality is starting to turn the screw though.
Yeah, it's definitely about to become a faster game, and you can't let Zen of all people have this ball right now. BDS protecting their backboard with their lives. Nobody's back right now on this one though. It's an opportunity. Alpha wanted it. Just a little bit slow to that one though. Center, Zen taking a shot. Takes 2 players to keep it out. Monkey Moon with the save on it though. And here comes Radosin. Just backflip, slow things down a little bit. But instead, BDS takes it away and they start their transition.
We feel that this first game is more important to Team BDS than it is to Vitality. Based on what we know about them, how their heads can drop, they need to win it. Exotic is almost beaten by Radosin. Now Zen has a go, but I think he's run out of boost enough that Dryly can be comfortable, that Monkey Moon can take this one away. Clean defending from Team BDS. They seem on the same wavelength. They seem in alignment with their teammates so far in this one, but that might be an overplay. Can Radosin get in there? Not quite. A demo comes in, an Exterminator award for Alpha 54, who has been huge on the bumps and demos today, clearly targeting Team BDS, but still no second goal for Vitality.
Yeah, it's not been quite enough there, but I think if you can get all 3, that's surely got to give you enough time to find your way through. But BDS managing to prevail, getting some demos of their own to start sending Vitality back into their own half. Give them a chance to go back, but it's a big clear from Zen. Monkey Moon just trying to slow it down, but Zen in himself, the demo expert right now, and the shot from Alpha denied. 2 minutes into OT, a million demos on the field, and finally BDS can breathe for a moment.
There we have Monkey Moon so far with 7 saves, 850 score. A huge performance so far from the former world champion, the talismanic Frenchman for Team BDS. But Alpha, he sends it forward. Dryly, the new boy, he's called to catch the ball. He manages to do it up against Radosin, who forces it into the center. Now Alpha has a chance to worse something up, or he did. Wait a minute, that might backfire from BDS. Zen's coming in, Zen's finishing it. Is he? Yes, he is. And Vitality do take the first game.
This is Vitality. You start pinning them against a wall and they'll fight back, and it was the bumps in the demos, but Zen is back. He is here.
Vitality are a team who have the capability today to be the first in EU to make it to London. They have to win the event. I don't know if you saw the tweet they put out that D-Rex was like, oh, well, actually, you haven't quite done it yet. They're still 1 event win away, and I don't think anyone can begrudge Vitality making it there on current form.
Yeah, you can't quite count them out on it. I don't even blame them for that one, but it is true. You still got another one on this one. They're just going to try and close it out here. That's a crazy shot. Dryly, great save to keep him back. Vitality coming out swinging, but it's a long clear upfield. That could have been dangerous had it been any further left.
Dryly, though, sends that one forwards to the side, actually. Alpha's got no boost. All of Vitality pretty boost off. Thankfully, Radosin had landed on something somewhere, so he was able to make the most of the 100 that he had. But Team BDS starting game 2 well. Forbidden Temple looking like their place right now. As Dryly comes in, whatever they discussed in those 60 seconds seems to be working, and I do appreciate this sort of slower version of Team BDS we're seeing. They're not trying to outpace Vitality. There's no egos in their gameplay. It's just solid Rocket League, and that pre-flip catch from Exotic was a nice little mechanic.
I agree. I think matching pace of play is probably your best answer. Just waiting to see what you are comfortable and capable of as far as this game 2 is concerned, right? And then you can set the tone once you find that lead. And that's exactly what they're trying to do here. Drawley, great shot on target. Zen, save and cleared out into the mid with himself. Great 50 in the air on it. Just trying to keep it going, even on no boost. It's a wall dash and pass over to the net, but Exotic keeps it out.
Oh man, that would have been so sick. He had no boost throughout the entirety of that play, and still, somehow, Zen managed to force his way around and get a decent pass into the center. I'm sure even he'll be gutted that one didn't lead to a goal. Would have been a unique little finish there, but it doesn't matter in the end because Radosin eventually has the open net once more and scores again.
I need to see, was there another bump on this one after it? Did he clip the back end of Monkey?
He might have done. I know he went for him. I think even trying to go for Monkey Moon there made that save 15 times more difficult. So still more involvement from Zen.
And there he is, Zen getting involved once again. Left that one for Radosin. Couldn't find the double on the angle off of it, but it's okay. You're leading by 1. Race back though, because now you got to answer to Drawley. It's tied game, almost immediate response.
What I love as well is seeing the reactions there from the players on Team BDS. That goal meant something to them. That's the moment they need to hype themselves back up and keep going toe-to-toe with Team Vitality.
And it's a big thing to be able to respond that quickly and not have to, you know, work too hard and too long for something, right? You're back on even playing ground with Vitality now. You want to extend, pass and play back and forth, almost through, but Alpha 54 has got something to say about it, and it's not a good answer.
A couple of demos, though, will change things. Monkey Moon goes for the snapshot. Drawley did his best to take out Zen, but Zen, as ever, too speedy, too nippy, and really loving those wall dashes today, it seems. Something he's been working on in training, no doubt. Seems to be working out for him. Alpha slows things down in front of the Team BDS net. Drawley is going to own goal at Herc. This is a scuffed day if I've ever seen one.
It's scuff day all the way around, but the good thing about scuff days is you can always come back from them. This is a best of 7. There's a little bit more time in this than they would normally have, and you got a half a game left to go, right? You're only down by 1. You've answered before. You shake it off. And this is what we were talking about. Mentality is going to play a huge role in BDS's game. Question.
I mean, in the pre-show though, Herc, I mean, we heard. I think it was Johnny Boy doing an impression of Stumpy. Maybe it really was Stumpy saying you have to keep an eye on Team BDS's on their body language. And I'll just say it didn't look too good after that. Nor do these bumps coming in, the team bumps. It's starting to get a little bit scrappy for Team BDS. Gonna have their work cut out for them. Coach Cassio must be speaking to his players, just saying calm down. As you mentioned, best of 7, so much time.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line, but again, mentality plays such a big role, and I know Vitality has one of the stronger ones, and it's been such a build back for Zen. I remember, you know, meeting with Zen after one of his first losses ever. He was crying, and I just remember telling him, dude, you got a long career ahead of you. This is just the beginning, and same can be said for BDS, and that's exactly what they're showing. Monkey Moon's had an insane career. It's been so long, and same can be said for Exotic. I don't know how this doesn't go in.
Unbelievable. The ball just refuses. It's like Vitality have installed a magnet behind their goal. And the opposite one in the... Actually, no, the same one. Sorry, my science is very good. The same one in the ball to repel it. That's how magnets work. Anyway, the point is, it remains 2-1 Team Vitality. Save after save from them. Team BDS will have to rely on the fact that they are getting opportunities. If you're not scoring, it starts to get increasingly frustrating. Radosin steaming forward, takes out Drawley, goes for Exotic as well, who has to dodge Radosin. Exotic has Drawley to his left. Can he find him? He wants to get the flip reset. He does. Drawley has a shooting chance. Drawley takes it. BDS are back.
Was it a double flip reset just to attempt the pass? I think it was. He took it up on the sidewall. There's the first. The second one, he had no boost. He needed the second flip to be able to reach him, and he did. Tied game. That's got to do wonders for the mental. 54 seconds left in game number 2.
Let's hope so. Let's hope that Team BDS continue at their best. We do not want to see a sweep either way. We are desperate over here in EU for some Game 7s, for some Game 6s. But for now, Team BDS putting the attack back on Vitality. Zen, he wins that race. Exotic is sent back. Now Vitality, on the other hand, would love this to be a nice, easy semi-finals and jaunt into the grand final yet again. 4-0 against Resolve last time around at this stage for winning the grand final. Monkey Moon misses the ball there, so Alpha's gonna pick up some boost and get it. Drali to the ceiling. Can he get around this ball? No, instead he leaves it to Exotic. But Zen was just waiting. Zen is absolutely everywhere, but his team don't have that precious lead.
Yeah, it's just not the fastest follow-ups from BDS right now, and it's giving Vitality a little bit more room to anticipate what's about to go down. 3 seconds left. There's one last attempt. If you want it, you could take it.
No way.
It's gonna fall in at 0 seconds. Monkey Moon to steal game 2.
And that is expert play as well, waiting just that split second longer, so 0 second ticked along. While the ball was in the air, nothing Vitality could do. As soon as...
This isn't one of those moments where I feel like Vitality would get crushed. It's more just, okay, it's a tied series, you move on.
Yeah, exactly. You have to tell yourself that it was your own error that led to that 0 second goal. You know, the opponents aren't better than us. We just made a mistake. But Exotic is continuing Team BDS's momentum here, straight from the kickoff. The ceiling steal from Vitality, who aren't being allowed to do anything mechanically. Zen has to force his way down to the other end, but runs out of boost. Redosin has a go to the backboard. Alpha's coming in. An early lead for Vitality would do them the world of good, but they just can't get it yet again, and Exotic saves once more.
I mean, it's a good sign for BDS. It's a little bit rougher on the ends of Vitality here. Trying to go for the pinch, trying to force the 50s forward, but it's not enough. Drali's up next on turn to try and go. Monkey Moon's bump could be massive, and it is. It clears out space enough for Drali to take 2 touches and forward, and BDS get early game lead.
Yeah, you're right. It was a nice little touch of class there from Drali, but Monkey Moon was clearing the way the entire time. Team BDS working together. The tandem has returned. And now, Herc, the onus is onto Team Vitality. Can they arrest this sway?
Here comes Redosin off the backboard. 2 of his teammates were just lurking and waiting, but all that means to BDS is you can press forward, try and catch them off guard. 2 demos means almost an open goal, but Exotic, he has been all over the place as far as defense is concerned. Nothing, well, almost nothing, has been able to get past him.
Drali takes a touch in the center. Zen straight at him. Goes to the ceiling. Can do anything from here. Redosin's to his left. Is he going to be needed? I think maybe Redosin wasn't aware that Zen had no boost left. He could have been trending a little bit close to the goal and could have done something with that one. Once again, a sign that Vitality's genius from yesterday is just beginning to slow down somewhat, but of course they are against a slightly better opponent in Team BDS, so these things aren't as simple. Zen chases down Exotic. Alpha to the ceiling. Can he get this ball ahead of Exotic? No, because Exotic is winning the race once more. This is good play from Team BDS, good defending. Exotic almost gets in there ahead of his opponent. It'll fall to Drali. Just a few seconds for both these teams to take a breath.
One thing I gotta make mention to is just the sheer amount of reads that both teams have had to put out onto the field. Drali up next, though, to get a read of his own off this. Great placement. It's sheer teamwork as well.
Oh, I love it. You can see Zen and Alpha bumping each other as well in that far corner. Things are getting a little bit tricky for Team Vitality, and that's because BDS, they've been slowly upping the pace and aggression. Now they are fully in their own style of play, the style of play that's done so much for this team in the open era, for Monkey Moon in the open era. And now they're doing it against a team that everyone was hyping up. Zen might make an instant response, though. Another huge save from Exotic. What a read. Redosin can't force it in the top corner either. And Zen flies at nothing. It'll fall for Alpha, but Zen had used his boost.
It's not stopping, though. Even when they get cleared back into their own half, it's almost immediate transitions. Forward, it's a 50 towards the backboard. Alpha's trying to find the angle desperately. It's a back pass just to keep this one going. Zen, enough boost in that tank to be a threat. But Monkey Moon's read keeps him out into the corner. They're just slowing things down, but BDS, they need out of their own half. They're low on boost. Exotic's the only one on full at this point. Vitality, it's not the end. To the backboard, falling. Alpha shot off.
It's amazing how much work Team BDS are doing defensively and how much Monkey Moon is doing without affecting the scoreline much. But as I say that, he makes a mistake. That was poor from Monkey Moon, and a nice little pass to finish it.
That's just Vitality at that point. you knew that the passing plays were eventually going to start to come back. And if you can't cut them off, then this is what's going to start to happen more and more consistently as time goes on. You got just over 2 minutes to go. Zen trying to get the beat out on the race for the ball, and Redosin, First on the touch, this one's down. Alpha's up next. Pops this one up high. Monkey Moon just lurking and waiting, and Drawley behind, anticipating. And Vitality just slowly inching their way forward. One player at a time.
I mean, since Team Vitality went 2 goals behind, it has been all about them. BDS have been camped in their own half, but now they break through. Monkey Moon has the ball on the back wall. Zen manages to sweep away that attack, at least for now. Monkey Moon is just threatening to get something of a redirect, but not with Alpha there. That one will be pitching all the way in. Redosa tries to follow it home. He doesn't need to! Alpha with the pinch from the gods!
Oh my gosh, he set this up perfectly too. And Redosa, he just calls himself off. He goes, no, just let it go in, have the moment. Tied game at 1:26.
Team BDS, you had it all. It was all going so well, and suddenly a couple of goals to chase down, and now it's equal. Monkey Moon, he gets himself on the ball, leaves it for Exotic. What a good game he has had. There's a big clearance from Redosin. Drawley is in. Redosin up against Drawley. Drawley's going to chase down Zen. Can Zen wiggle his way out of this one? No, he can't. He has to concede possession. Exotic gets the touch. Drawley comes in, but couldn't get the shooting angle. Zen keeps himself behind that ball for now. BDS stepping back up again after conceding parity. Drawley's in, but Monkey Moon can't quite get in the ball. And Alpha can't clear it. Goes as far as Redosin. He tries to fake out Exotic. Not quite to be. 50 seconds left.
And what's so frustrating as far as BDS is concerned is they feel just a second behind. I feel like if there was like 1 or 2 seconds a little bit closer on anticipating where this ball is going to go, you could actually force some of these shots into goals, but same could be said for Vitality. Pass over to Zen. Monkey Moon read off of the backboard here. He's trying to find Drawley. He does. And he takes this one low. Tries to take a shot. It's wide, but the bump lets Monkey Moon find the angle. BDS once again take the lead.
Yeah, some more great work from Drawley going after Zen, but this finish from Monkey Moon wasn't as simple as he made it look. He had to hit it with power, or else Zen being Zen would have been able to recover. Great shot from Monkey Moon, 27 seconds left.
Off the kickoff. Could be Vitality in that BDS side. Low boost means Alpha's up next on this one. Great read there from Monkey Moon. Send it away, but the one person you don't want to have it has it, so you're going to take it back. Big clear upfield. Can BDS keep this in their favor? 10 seconds left. You've got the lead. Waste the time. This one pops up into the mid. Exotic's going to take one more shot to try and finalize the win. It's not enough, but if you hit the ground, you will take the game. BDS claim game number 3.
Team BDS must have been working on. So Vitality Herc now have to step back up and get themselves back in this series.
We're going to see how effective that timeout proves to be here in game number 4. Vitality trailing by 1 in the series and now 1 in the game.
Yeah, straight away from Team BDS, and it's the worst thing that can happen after you take a tactical timeout, and it's Redosin going for a challenge. He should not be anywhere near. You have to avoid pinching it into your own goal, Redosin. You know this.
He just really wanted to be on the highlight reel in some shape or form.
You can't blame him. Well, here he goes again. The chaos factor for Team Vitality, Redosin, you can already see, going for bumps and demos in front, might work out better this time, but suddenly Team Vitality have overcommitted. Drawley's coming forward. Does he get it too far? No. He has! Monkey Moon's coming in and saves Drawley's blushes. It's 2.
My heart dropped for Drawley. I'm like, please catch up to this ball. My goodness, but the center to Monkey Moon, that's what you need if you're BDS. Know when to all push forward at once. They knew that that was a great moment to take that crazy challenge upfield. It works out in their favor. 2-0, no answers from Vitality. They just feel a little bit slower on this one, despite how fast the pace of play has been since the kickoff.
Well, Drawley is just doing all sorts of stuff right now, one end to the other, hitting the ball back to his own half, and it might be leading to a goal. Monkey Moon just stamps on the ball, says you're not going in, and kicks it away.
Keeping it going, though. Here comes Alpha around the corner. Low boost from Monkey Moon. And still, he manages to keep everybody from Vitality at bay. Zen forcing his way through, and it's still not enough. Alpha's up next. Drawley gonna attempt to make the read, gets faked out on this one. Patience could win games, but it's BDS's defense that's proving to be a much bigger challenge than Vitality anticipated.
Yeah, Alpha, though, is the player that's looking most likely right now for Team Vitality. Every time he gets the ball, he is scanning the pitch, trying to figure out how much boost his opponents have, seeing how grounded they are, and using every single second that he has to just steal time away from them, steal opportunities back for Team Vitality. So keep an eye on him. Mechanically, he's looking hottest.
Monkey Moon down over to Jolly. Low boost, but they're still going to clear up field. It's enough time for everybody to get some boosts here. You can take a shot or two if you'd like as well. Demo onto Radosin, send him back. Great pop-up from Drawley, but Zen, a double tap off the backboard. You give him an inch, dude takes a mile. 2-1, Vitality.
Yeah, Alpha charging down Monkey Moon there meant Monkey Moon had to send that ball so high instead of getting any sort of angle, pretty much teeing up Zen, who, for him, that is absolute child's play.
Yeah, that's too easy for this guy. You can't give him any space, especially like that. But it's okay. If you're a BDS fan, you are still leading by 1, and could be your turn to make an attack, although it's a little scary when 2 are up for 1 ball. Exotic. This one's up in the air. Low boost for Zen. Still manages to make a touch off this one, but Drawley trying to go early. Alpha's just playing the patient game on this.
Yeah, they're playing a patient game right now, Team Vitality, but as well as that, they're stealing the midfield boost, mainly because of Radosin constantly charging forward, stealing everything in his path. But Fee and Alpha were trying to hope that a middle boost would spawn there, but it didn't happen. So for once Team BDS can break through, this is the stories for a couple of games ago. BDS going a couple of goals to the good, and then slowing down, or at least Vitality speeding up, and trying to play the counter-attacking game. So far, it's working relatively well, but 1 goal has already been lost by Team BDS. They won't want to lose the second, especially with Alpha to the ceiling. Can't quite get the finish. He's so close yet again.
It's just these barely missed misses, and it's got to be so frustrating for him. He needs something for the mental at this point, because you know he's capable of making these shots, but instead it's Monkey Moon headed towards what felt like an open net, and he'll treat it like one. Takes the shot off the ground. 3-1 BDS.
Yeah, finally they broke their way through. This is Monkey Moon winning a ball cleanly against Zen. Radosin couldn't get back in time, and Team BDS's counter-attack style this time has paid dividends.
Back into kickoff we go. Vitality came into this one extremely confident.
Oof.
But my goodness, I mean, it's proven to be a bigger challenge than they would have expected. But I wouldn't have hoped for anything less from BDS. I mean, they knew what they came into this one with. They've matched up before, but there's so much riding on their backs that I think right now, hope is what's driving BDS towards a win.
Yeah, Zen's trying to get in there, but Monkey Moon just barges him out of the way yet again. To the ceiling. Radosin, can he get here out of Drawley? Drawley just used all of his boost to try and stay behind that one. It's a little bit stretched right now for Team BDS. We'll leave a clean shot for Alpha, but he snatches at it. The ball wouldn't quite land in time for him to get it on target. That was a real opportunity, I believe. Exotic will send it forwards. Vitality have to go again. Radosin is out searching for boost, but there is nothing for him. And so Monkey Moon can just wait and catch, slow the game down even more, stay behind the ball, stay solid, and Team BDS are beginning to see the finish line.
They're headed towards it. Just over a minute left to go. Double demo means a free shot for Drawley. And they're just going to continue to extend this lead, forcing Vitality into a bad mental. And it's working.
And Team Vitality starting to look a little bit out of ideas after this one. Bear in mind, they have just had their tactical timeout, and this is the game that follows. They were a couple of goals down in, what, 60 seconds, was it? Now BDS are running right. Here comes Monkey Moon, who gets the flip reset, wants to send that one sideways towards his teammate. So Dryly can come in. One more for BDS would be lovely, because they really just want to squeeze the life out of Vitality.
45 seconds, and you need 3 goals to stop BDS from heading to match point. And it's like you said, it feels like Vitality is almost running out of ideas against this team.
There is Alpha. He's got his flip reset. There is only 30 seconds left. Vitality have to get something going soon. Monkey Moon gets the clearance. He's following up. Charlie's desperate to get this ball as well. BDS refusing just to sit back on this one. Still pinning Vitality back as much as they can. Radosin's going to try and get something going with the flip reset, but it's just not going to be enough, Herc. And Team Vitality are going to need 3 games in a row, or BDS will be EU's first grand finalists.
I mean, listen, if you're a BDS fan, it is a great day to see your team play like this. However, I gotta give respect to Vitality. I'm not gonna count that feels good for them, but weird for the others. And that's kind of been the game plan for this one. They find the lead, and then they force Vitality into an uncomfortable game and just play solid defense throughout the rest of it. And, well, it's been working out for them. You just gotta do it one more time.
Well, Team BDS on the cusp of really making a statement over here in Europe. They've been trying to keep pace with Oxygen in the top 4, trying to cement themselves there and really stop the up-and-comers trying to make it into this top 4. Teams like, say it quietly, Carmine Corp will be rooting for Team Vitality here, but it's not looking likely for them. Monkey Moon, couple of touches. Radosin gets a big save. Alpha sends it forward. Does he have a teammate? He does it. Zen goes for the double. Exotic too fast in defense, and Monkey Moon sends it sideways.
They're not going to give any space to this Vitality squad. They know Zen's probably going to sit up and lock in this one more than most.
Oh,
and this
wow.
one just flies over the head of Radosin. Nobody else back to bail him out. And BDS take that early game lead once again.
Look at that, Radosin was not expecting his teammate to be bypassed entirely. We've all done that one in ranked, thinking there'd be some sort of touch, surely. When it doesn't happen, you look a little bit silly in the center. And once more, Herc, Vitality chasing.
I don't know what to say. It's not even that they're playing a bad game. It's just BDS know how to counter Vitality so well. You already see Monkey Moon up, right? Anytime there has been an attempt at a shot taken, BDS are the ones to anticipate so much faster. But in tandem with it is being able to transition out just as fast.
Alpha does win that one. We need more of that from Vitality, winning the ball against your opponents. Zen's got no boost at all. So he and Exotic just fly at it, expecting the other one to have something. In the end, it falls to Monkey Moon, who similarly is boostless. Exotic in now into the corner. Everyone's just able to grab some boost and get things going again. Exotic onto the back wall. You do have to expect if BDS get one more, this one could be over.
3:20 on the clock. You would think that's a lot of time, but for Vitality, that might not feel like enough. This one off the backboard, follow-up from Exotic, sent off into the mid. 2 players. It's a team bump, but still, it's not going to shake up the likes of BDS. Monkey Moon, again, there's that anticipated shot I talked about. They're not letting Vitality even have moments to try and take anything towards that net.
I've been so impressed as well with Exotic's first man. He is always in there at the correct time, not overcommitting, not overextending, just nipping in, even in awkward situations, and timing it well. But Zed has managed to fake one player there. Monkey Moon up against him now, but it's Exotic yet again, who tracked the ball, gets himself in the way, and forces Vitality back once more.
It's just solid reads from the entire team, but like you said, Exotic in particular has really just been on one in this one and games past. And Monkey Moon starting to wake up, pass over to Drawley, gonna take his time, trying to get past Radosin, not enough, but the follows come through. Nobody back on this one except Monkey Moon. Races back just in time. He's got 2 Vitality players in his face, but you demo them off the field means they're gone, and the fear is just less. Drawley under 1, but Zen finally able to keep this out.
Yeah, Monkey Moon left that boost for his teammate as well, so Team BDS can continue this attack with Drawley going up. Exotic has a chance this time to the ceiling. It should just about grace it, not quite. Instead, just falls onto Exotic's car. Monkey Moon coming in, wants to kill it, not quite. Zen, one more save. A big demo comes in from Monkey Moon. Zen clears long. Vitality need more than clearances. They have to get themselves on the score sheet, and time is just beginning to tick away.
Monkey Moon trying to turn this one into 2. Great save there from Zen. Pressure's not going to stop here. This one floating down. Zen able to collect that 100 boost. Now this could be dangerous if he can find some space, but Exotic's not giving him any. Alpha's up next, off the sidewall. Tries to carry this one around, but again, it's just solid reads from everyone on BDS. Alpha up next, wide shot sent off a minute 14, and BDS continue to hold on to their 1-goal lead.
And Exotic continues to be sidekick as well. Once more, Monkey Moon was in trouble on the goal line. It was looking like one of the Vitality players was warming up a big shot. And then there was Exotic, just getting something on the ball, clearing it away, but that time he's been dunked by Alpha. Monkey Moon just pushes it into the center. It's desperate times right now for Team BDS. Team Vitality have remained patient. Now they're stepping up the pace. This is where mistakes can happen, especially with the pace of Monkey Moon. Exotic is surely gonna finish it. He does. Team BDS may just have taken this series.
They came into this with a game plan, and they are executing it. They're catching Vitality off guard. They're forcing them out of their half and baiting them into a position where there is no defense in sight. 45 seconds between BDS and a grand final, and crushing not only the dreams of Vitality, but KC.
Oh, Monkey Moon finishing it with a flourish. That is how you cement a series to the ceiling, to the backboard, to the floor, and then Vitality out the tournament.
They look incredible. They look threatening. This is the BDS that they wanted to show everybody. Not the one that went to round 5 in Swiss. Not the one that got taken a little bit later. You can try and find it. You know what? Actually,
It's alive.
I'm closing my mouth.
Yeah,
I've seen 3 goals in 16 seconds in Europe before. You never know.
Yeah, I think Vitality now, they look to South America, where there were 2 goals needed in 16 seconds and some crazy kickoff plays made it happen. Alpha with the slow kickoff might backfire. Exotic gets the touch. Charlie to the side, but misses it. This is a chance, but no one was there for Team Vitality. They hadn't read it. 20 seconds now, Alpha to the side wall. Exotic gets the save. It's now or never for them.
Keep it going. 14 left on the clock. Zen sealing down that clear, wasted precious seconds for Vitality to try and come back. And as the clock winds down, BDS can rest easy and know they are headed to the grand finals.
There they go. The celebrations begin at Team BDS HQ, but elsewhere in Europe.